Alright, what's up everybody? I know it's been a little while, and a lot of you probably know why. I got 2 strikes in like a matter of not even a month, a while back. And when you're on YouTube, you get 3 strikes, they delete your channel. So I didn't want to go through that again. I've already been through it once, as a lot of you guys know. And I was just trying to take some time off, try to save this channel for, if I could. And so far, right now I was looking at my old videos, going through, and I think we're right at the 3-month mark. So I should at least have one of them off of there. So I think it's safe to maybe start making some videos again. So, but also with that, I've also been pretty busy with doing a lot of other projects. While I haven't really been making any videos at all or whatever. And so I just figured I'd kind of make a little video, tell you guys what I've been up to. And of course, you guys have seen, some of you may have seen some of the pictures I've posted recently. I picked up which I was going to save it for a video, but I already posted a picture, so I'll just let you guys know what it is, I guess, in case you didn't see it. I picked up a mint, really mint. It was like probably maybe only been shot a handful of times, if at all. Ruger Super Blackhawk in 44 mag. That was one of my bucket list guns. I've been wanting one since I was a teenager, and up until just recently, all the ones that I've ever found for sale have been either astronomically priced, or I wouldn't see them. If I go into a local shop or whatever, they wouldn't have them ever. So I walked into my local shop here a few weeks ago and actually had 3 of them. They still have one, and I'm not going to tell you guys what else I got coming, because it's pretty much the same thing but a different caliber. So, but the other one they had that I didn't get was a shorter 4.5-inch barrel, and actually last time I was in there, they were trying to convince me to get that one too, and I just can't right now. But otherwise, I've also been working on some other stuff. A buddy of mine, right after I got that 44 mag, gave me some loaded ammo and some brass. I don't have any dies yet. He also gave me a bag of 44 cast bullets, which I think is what he loaded this ammo with. And he also gave me some 38 cast bullets. There's probably a good 100 of them in there. And they're hollow points, that's cool. Anyways, so I want to say it was sometime early July, late June. Other things I've been working on, in case you guys are wondering what I've been doing. I got my rototiller running. I hadn't ran in a couple years. Got it all running good. Got a garden in this year. We've been wanting to do that for a couple years now again. Also, you guys can see right here on the side of me, I got my boat in here. And I've had it out a couple of times. The first time I took it out, I had the 9.9 on it. I got an Evinrude 9.9 that I put on it when I bought it. I got this boat a few years ago, probably about 5-6 years ago, and it didn't have a motor on it. And it was running good. It ran great. And then it sat for 3.5 years. And I got the motor running. It was running good. Me and the wife went out at Pymatuning, which isn't far from here, Pymatuning Lake in Andover, Ohio, and it ran pretty good. I went out again 3 weeks later. Me and one of my buddies I work with, went to go out fishing on Mosquito Lake, which is not far from me either, and it wouldn't stay running. It would start, but it wouldn't stay running, and if you put it in gear, it would die. And I haven't even messed with it yet because I've been working on something else. Let me pause you, and I'll show you what I've been working on. Hold on, guys. Okay, so this is what I've been working on. It's a Johnson. It's actually a 25 horse Johnson. And when I got it, it was right after I got this boat. I bought it because it had a bad rod knock in the motor. This is just it's a basic 2-cylinder, 2-stroke engine. There's not a lot to it inside. So I bought it for a really good deal. And I took it all apart. I replaced the rod and I replaced the bearing. And of course, it was a kind of a pain to get this the actual engine off of this thing. And it's going to take me too long to explain why it's a pain in the butt, but it just really was. A lot of it has to do with the bolts underneath. There's a couple of bolts underneath that are really hard to get to. They're really hard to get to. They don't like coming out. So anyway, the backstory is I bought it because it had a rod knock. And the only reason I did buy it is because I knew I could fix it pretty easy. And it was a short shaft, and as you could tell, the back of this boat is pretty long, and I had to actually add the extension piece and all the stuff inside to make it work with this boat. Which also then I had to buy parts, and you got your water pickup tube, your drive shaft, your shift rod, all that stuff's got to be longer to accommodate the extension. Plus I had to actually make a fastener for this back because it goes 7 inches down into here, which the other one was only that long. So I had to do a lot of work to it, plus a few things. Right after I bought it, it was in the back of my truck for a few days, and I broke off the shift handle, and there was something else I had to replace on it that got broke too, and I can't remember what it was. There was something over here this got broke, but this is for a remote. This is your throttle. This is for a remote throttle, which I don't have because I got the tiller handle here, which that had to be reclocked because it ran out of gear and would just come and just leave it wide open. But also, while I was at it, normally these don't come with starter buttons on them and stuff. They have a little remote plug that goes right here. So you just plug a thing into it, and it goes up to like a steering wheel with your key and your starter switch. So I had to add a couple switches and buttons here to make it start and to shut it off. So as you see, I added more wiring in for all that. So this has been a pretty long project, to say the least. But you might be wondering, well, if it's 20 horse, why do you got, maybe a 25 horse, why do you got a 20 horsepower hood on there? Well, the reason is this. When I got this, the hood that was on it was original. This is the same hood. And it had the original, it's a 76, so it had the original 76 Johnson 25 on it. But, this is the other reason why I bought this. A lot of there's only one lake, Pymatuning Lake, around here that I fish on with this boat, and they require, their horsepower limit is 20 horse. So, and the only difference between 20 and 25 is the carburetor. The carburetor is a little bit different, a little more open, and it might be, the exhaust tube inside here may be different, I'm not sure. So I just decided to sand all the, well, I didn't sand it all down, but I repainted the top, and then I just got some decals for it. So I just did that over actually a few days ago. So I think it came out pretty good. The only thing I don't like is a decal set. The other side, this is the front. The Johnson 20 is kind of going backwards. Normally the 20 would have been over here in the back, but I can live with that. This side actually, it doesn't look like it's totally straight, but I think it's just, it's a little tiny bit off. But I got these decals pretty cheap on eBay, so I figured I'd use them. I just want to get something for the front because the front's a little too plain. I want to get some, maybe a Seahorse, because that's what Johnson used the name Seahorse on a lot of their outboards, and this one actually had Seahorse right here in the front, and I sanded it off. But I may be getting something like that for it. Anyway, anybody wondering about the boat, it's dirty, but it's a 16 or a 14 foot Starcraft. What I really like about it is it's kind of got that open seating in the center, so you got plenty of room to walk around. I don't know how that twig got in there. But yeah, this thing, it doesn't leak a drop. It's a great boat. I've had it in some pretty rough water with no issues at all. And I just got some batteries in my fuel tank back here. But yeah, this is electric start, 25 horse. I mean 20 horse. It's actually a 25. Johnson. 1976. I had it running back when I first picked it up about 6 years ago, 5 years ago. And I actually it ran great. It started right up with the starter. It ran great. It just knocked. It was knocking pretty bad. So I took it all apart, like I said, swapped out the parts, and then I didn't get it back together until just recently. It's actually been sitting on a stand over there where my 9.9 is since we moved here. I finally decided this year, I said, you know what, I need to get that thing together. And then luckily I labeled all the parts and all the bolts and everything, so I knew what went where. Because I had everything off of this thing. Everything was off of it. So that's just a quick little thing showing you guys what I've been up to. That, and now I got to work on this 9.9. This one here, the mice had a field day in the back here. I had to fix a bunch of wiring on it because the mice chewed it up real good. But it runs. It just, I got to figure out why it won't stay running. It's probably in the carburetor, I'm assuming. I think that what happened was because I let it sit for a couple years. I think it had a little bit of old gas in the bowl, and then after I ran it the first time, everything was good. And I think that gas sitting in there in a couple weeks probably loosened up some of that crap that's in the bottom, and it just got probably got in some of the jets and stuff. So I got to get the carburetor off it and clean it. And it also, I think it has a fuel filter, usually on the fuel pump, which is over here, right here. It may have a filter in it. I don't know for sure, but it could be the fuel pump too. And I'm going to test that as well. The problem with these little 9.9s, as you can see, is this inside it's pretty full of all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on in this little area, so it's hard to get to some things. But it does run good, and electric start works great. I wanted something a little bit bigger. So, anyways, let me pause you. We'll wrap this up and see what's going on with what else is going on here. All right, we're back. Hopefully, I didn't bore you with all that stuff. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what I've been up to. And I actually was gonna make a video on doing some of the stuff that I did do to that thing a little while ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I just never. It would have been way too long, and I didn't want to put any real long videos out. So that was the short version of what I did. So that's about all I got. Just for some upcoming videos, I have a lot of videos I want to do. As you may have just saw, I just posted a picture of some targets that I downloaded. Actually, our buddy Boomstick sent me the link for the Day at the Range Fly Swatter challenge. I'm going to do that here soon. I was going to do it today, and then it started raining real bad, and it just quit a little bit ago, and everything's all wet, so I wasn't going to do it today. But hopefully this week, maybe do it this week. And then also, I'm probably going to I got a 300 Win Mag video I was wanting to make. I got, 4 or 5 different ammos, weight grains loaded up for powder. With a 208 grain bullet, I want to see how accurate that's going to be at 210 yards. I want to do some more in that 6mm arc. I have not shot that thing. I shot 1 box out of it. I want to test some more 22 ammo. I got a lot of people want me to do the 6.5 Creedmoor Bergara versus Ruger long range tactical. So that might be a video I do soon. I know a lot of people want to see that. I do that at probably 200 yards as well. So I do have some more steel, which I'm not sure if I ever did a video on that either. I got 3 more steel targets out at the 210 yard mark. I've had the 10 for a while, the 10 inch. I added an 8 and 6 and a 4 inch out there. So on the opposite side of where the 10 inch is. So that'll be fun to play with. So maybe I'll do a group testing for those 2 rifles, do a comparison. Because the Bergara was like, I forget how much it was, but the Ruger that I have, that long range tactical or whatever, M77, that was twice of what the Bergara was. So it'd be interesting to see how they do side by side with the same ammo, So that'll be that, and then just maybe some other random stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to start back in the Trick Shot Thursdays just yet. I'm going to kind of ease back into this. I'm so used to not doing videos now, and I haven't shot much at all since I quit making videos, So I'm not sure how good I'm going to be able to shoot right off the bat, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, just bear with me, and we'll get back into this video thing here. Probably this next week I'm going to start, depending on the weather, but hopefully in the next few days I'll have a video out. Maybe tomorrow, even if the weather's good, I don't know. So anyways, guys, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Everybody supports the channel and everything. I really appreciate it, all you guys hanging around, even though I haven't been putting nothing out. And we'll see you on the next video. Hopefully it won't be too long. And thanks for watching. Have a good one. Also, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching, guys.